The number one most dominant wrestler in college wrestling is, without a doubt, Gable Steveson. He's riding an over 40-match winning streak so far and is just totally controlling his opponents, unlike anybody I've seen in recent years. And now that Spencer Lee is out of the way, it's really up to no discussion that Gable is the number one guy. Sure, he started out the season with just a major over Oklahoma State's heavyweight, but he was in control if you saw that match. He's also controlling top 10 opponents like Anthony Cassiope of Iowa and Trent Helger of Wisconsin. These guys aren't scrubs, and Gable is just obliterating them. You'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who can compete with the Olympic champion this year. So who are the other most dominant wrestlers in college? Let's stop stalling and start talking wrestling. What's going on, wrestling fans? My name's Josiah, and welcome to Fanco Wrestling, your source for college wrestling news and discussion. And before we continue on with this week's Fanco 5, a quick video that I wanted to bring out to you. Let me know who's the number 2 most dominant wrestler in college wrestling. I'm assuming that you're saying Gable's number 1, so that's why I'm asking about number 2. My number 2 is Sebastian Rivera, and man, does he have some fire under him. He is crushing this season with all of his wins by bonus point up to this point. He just continues on his win streak, and I've never seen Sebastian Rivera wrestle like this. Yeah, he's always impressed me, right? He's beat Spencer Lee, he's beat Rome Bravo Young, but this year, I mean, just the amount of bonus points that he's scoring on his opponents with pins and majors and tech falls, it's mind-blowing. He's put up over 200 points on his opponent halfway through the season. That's just wild to me. Seabass is the number 2 most dominant wrestler, but number 3 is David Carr. David Carr of Iowa State is definitely on the Hodge watch list. He has a 44-match winning streak, which is one of the best in college wrestling. He continues to get fall after fall and just shocks Iowa State and the rest of the nation. Sure, he has a couple of decisions, which doesn't play into his bonus point victories, but those are against Caleb Young of Iowa and Peyton Robb of Nebraska, which those aren't bad wins to have, and let alone just decision wins to have. He also has a great pin over Purdue's Kendall Coleman, a top 25 win for David Carr. He's somebody that you shouldn't just watch at 157 pounds, but you should watch as a Hodge Trophy contender by the end of the season. At number 4 is Keegan O'Toole, the Mizzou wrestler, the freshman or the sophomore, whatever these dang eligibility things are. It's crazy, but Keegan O'Toole, nonetheless, is kicking butt. Undefeated this season, and yeah, he hasn't been challenged by a lot of guys yet. We didn't see him wrestle Alex Marinelli in the collegiate wrestling duels because the two teams didn't meet up, but man, I wish they would have. And I mean, they're going to meet up at some point, or Keegan O'Toole and Alex Marinelli, and I can't wait for him to really be challenged. He won the Southern Scuffle in dominant fashion and just continues to bonus his opponents with that lethal pin that he has. And out of all the guys on this list, including the upcoming number 5 guy, he has the most pins at this point in the year. So who's at that number 5 spot? It's not Michael Kemmerer, it's not Jaden Ironman, it's not Yanni Diakomahalis, who's riding the longest winning streak in college wrestling right now. It's not Rome Bravo Young, but it is his teammate, Aaron Brooks, who is just, frankly, crushing this season. He's undefeated at this point in the year and has great ranked wins, arguably better than some of these other guys on the list, but beating John Poznanski, beating Parker Kekheisen, beating Kyle Cochran, who just came out winning the Southern Scuffle, came out against Aaron Brooks, and man, Aaron Brooks just dominated that match. Should he be on this list, or should somebody else be at that number 5 spot? I'd love to hear what you have to say, and if you're interested in watching another college wrestling video about the best freshmen that are out this year, you gotta check out this video right here.